Fans First Sports Network listeners and football fans, welcome to another episode of the Call Sheet Breakdowns. Coach Kevin Smith with you, profiling one play from all of the NFL playoff games. We're into the divisional round now, and we'll take a look here at the first of those divisional games, the Baltimore Ravens 34-10 win over the Houston Texans on Saturday, in what was a really competitive game for a half. But in the second half, Baltimore found a way to put their offense together to match the stellar effort by their defense and pull away from the plucky Texans. Obviously, the difference maker in this contest was Baltimore's MVP quarterback, Lamar Jackson, and we're going to take a look at some of what Jackson was able to do to allow the Ravens to earn that victory. In order to understand Jackson's impact in this game, the play that we're going to profile, we actually have to go back. I'm cheating a little bit. We call this a one-play breakdown, but I'm going to go back a couple plays from the play I want to profile to a 4th and 1 with just over 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Baltimore ahead 17-10. They've taken the opening kick of the second half, going right down the field and scored, forced a punt, and now they're in the midst of a 12-play, 93-yard drive that's going to result in the touchdown that really probably salts this game away for Baltimore. But before we get to that touchdown play, 4th and 1 for the Ravens, right around midfield. They're going to go for it here, and they're going to run an old school sort of power boot concept, right? You're going to take the H back and you're going to wiggle motion him down, and he's going to come kick the edge, and the backside guard's going to wrap around, and the running back is going to head downhill, just like you're running old school power. And Jackson's going to reverse out like he's giving the ball to that running back, but then of course he'll pull it out and now boot out to the open edge, and he's going to make 15 yards doing Lamar Jackson type things, wiggle motion, boot, off he goes. He'll wind up sort of sliding down here, first down. But obviously what this play does is it alerts Houston to the fact that Jackson's running prowess is obviously a factor here. At this point in the game, Jackson's already got 82 yards rushing. And so Houston is well aware of the fact that they need to be conscious of Jackson as a runner. Okay, keep that in mind as we go a little bit later in the drive. Baltimore now facing 2nd and 1 from the Houston 16-yard line. The quarter has flipped. We're now early in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 1, best play call down in all of football. If you're a play caller, man, the whole playbook's wide open to you. Great opportunity to take a shot. Hey, you can be conservative if you want and just run the ball and get a first down. But if you got something dialed up that you really like, some sort of shot play, now's the time to take it. And this is a great play call by Baltimore OC Todd Monken as he recognizes the opportunity to take a shot here. This is his tight end, Isaiah Likely, at the end of the line. And what you're going to see Likely do is just sort of act like he's going to block here, and then he's going to squeeze out and run to the end zone while everybody else basically fakes quarterback sweep. You're going to get a pin block from the other tight end in this bunch set, and then everybody up front, you're going to see everybody up front reaching to the right. Nelson Aguilar is going to run a little backside post. You're going to get a lead block from the running back. Jackson's going to run out this way with the ball tucked under his arm like he's running QB sweep. And then he's going to pull up and throw the ball to Isaiah Likely here, his 6'4", 235-pound tight end for the touchdown. All right, we'll run it through and then we'll break it down on the other side. You see Likely out, Jackson tucks, throws, touchdown. One more time all the way through. Snap. See Jackson tuck the ball right there. That's the key. Obviously, when he tucks the ball, it pulls that Houston defense up aggressively to defend the run, and it makes it obviously easier for him then to be able to throw the ball up to his big tight end. This is a great play concept, man. I mean, again, this is a play concept. Watch how aggressively Houston's linebackers have to be. Watch the safety, number 5, come all the way down. All right, we'll profile the safety right here. He's got no choice right here but to be aggressive against the run, right? Jackson has, like we said, he'd already gashed Houston for 82 yards on his way to a 100-yard rushing day. The safety needs to be really conscious of Jackson's running ability. When he does that, though, he removes that back-end defender, and it allows Jackson then to throw the ball up to Likely for the score. This is our high school team running a similar concept. I'll use this just to underscore how effective it is against a defense that's aggressive against the run. I mean, in this instance, right, we're gonna target this safety right here, and watch what the run action. Watch the effect that run action has on that safety as the quarterback tucks the ball and goes. Obviously, he immediately decides that he's got to become a run fitter, and he gets up aggressively. And then right behind him, man, there goes our wide receiver for the score. If you got a quarterback who can threaten the edge at all, and you got a guy that you can use his legs in the run game at quarterback, it puts tremendous pressure on the defense. Or as our defensive coordinator, Sean Matthews, likes to say, that's cheating. I mean, there is absolutely nothing a defense hates more than a quarterback who can run the football. All right, back to Baltimore. Let's look at it from the end zone view. So the interesting thing about this play is not every one of the Ravens defenders is fooled here. Watch cornerback Darryl Stingley. Stingley, here's Likely, here's Stingley. Stingley recognizes that Likely's trying to release, and he's doing his absolute best to sort of hold him and keep him from getting the free release. Nice job pinning the edge here. And now all the movement will come this way, and the safety will come down. But Stingley recognizes, right? He's going to lock on here and really actually play pretty good pass defense against Likely. Jackson recognizes this as well, and he's going to put the ball up in a great spot. Look at Stingley right there. Look at Stingley. He is doing his best to sort of hold on to Likely, man. Don't let him out. Don't let him out. Defensive backs are taught in these situations, hold him, right? I'll take a 5-yard holding penalty over, obviously, the receiver getting a free release and being able to run into the end zone wide open. And Stingley's doing his best. He's just outmatched, man. Likely's a big physical dude. Again, 6'4", 235. And watch Jackson. Watch Jackson recognize that Stingley's in pretty good position. And look where he puts this football, right? Right to the backside. That's beautiful, man. A beautiful throw. If he puts this if he leads Likely, like most quarterbacks try to do in a normal situation, that ball's going to be broken up. All right. Again, if he puts it right here, leading him, Stingley's going to be able to make a play on it. But obviously, by putting it on his back shoulder there, where only the tight end can get it, he makes this impossible for Stingley to defend. So a really beautiful throw by Jackson. In addition to Jackson being a threat with his legs, he's obviously putting the ball on the money here and really making this a difficult concept for Houston to defend. So that touchdown makes it a 24-10 game. Baltimore tacks on 10 more points throughout the fourth quarter and wins going away 34-10. Lamar Jackson, fairly pedestrian numbers throwing the ball, 16 out of 22 for 152 yards, but 100 yards on the ground, 4 touchdowns altogether. The combination of Jackson's legs and the threat he presented in the run game with the things he could do throwing the football really just wore out the Texans and led to now Baltimore advancing to a home game in the AFC Championship game next weekend. So maybe Lamar Jackson will get over that playoff hump that's kind of haunted him so far in his career. He's certainly off to a great start. All right, up next, we will break down the thrilling game between Green Bay and San Francisco. Man, I had so many plays to choose from in that one. You'll have to just tune in to see which one we're going to profile. So check that out tomorrow here on our FFSN YouTube channel. This is Kevin Smith for the Call Sheet One Play Breakdowns.